and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is another alternate card using elements from the Sweet Springtime February 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So in this one, I've got a soft seafoam card base, and I've taken one of the envelopes and I've cut it down to 5.5 by 4 1/4 so that it exactly fits over top. I just wanted the green on the, or the soft seafoam on the inside. Now, if you look at this closely, you can still see the fold line for the envelope, but it really doesn't show. Like, you really have to look for it. So I'm okay with that. And I used the envelope as well to do the mat for the front. And you can see the line on here, but we're just going to cover that up with one of the banners like that. So you won't see it at all. I'm going to stamp the Springtime Greetings in Granny Apple Green. I've used one of the scalloped contour dies to cut this out, and I used the dies from the add-on series, or add-on dies, to cut out the leaves and soft seafoam. This is Granny Apple Green, and then Daffodil Delight. I've cut out just the flowers and just trimmed the stem off. You could also use, if you wanted to, you could use the daffodils from the kit, but I'm just going to use these and cover that up. You could do this with adhesive paper as well, so they stick down. I'm just going to use regular adhesive. So let's go ahead and get started on building this card. So I have an image in my head, but I haven't actually built it. So I only buy one kit, so I have to use my pieces sparingly, so I don't build a prototype and then build it again for the video. So we're just going to put that down like that. And then this piece ended up being cut off the outside, but it is the perfect size just to put at the bottom here. So we're not going to waste any pieces of this. We're just going to pop this right down at the bottom like that. There we go. So that is done. And there we go. I am going to flat mount this because it's a bit thin. I was going to dimensionalize it, but I thought it might not stand up very well. So we're just going to put this down right in the center, and I should have stamped it first. So if you're doing this, stamp it first and then put it down, because if you make a mistake with your stamping, now you've got it attached to the front of your card. Simple solution, you either cut that part away, or you just cover it up with another piece. So I'm just going to put the Springtime Greetings down like that. There we go, and that worked out very well considering it was a bit of an oops. And then I'm going to place the banner here because I know I need to cover up that bit of a score line there. So it's going to go down the bottom like that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but the leaves and that are going to come in at the bottom here. So I'm just going to use some of my adhesive dots. I just have to pull them back out of my drawer here. I'm going to use my adhesive dots on the back of the leaves and on the back of the daffodils here. And we're just going to pop those down like that. Just put a couple on each just to kind of hold them down well. Like that. And we'll put that one like that. Okay, and we'll place these down. Let's peel the backs off of those. Okay, so we know that's going there, and this is going to slide underneath, and I'm going to have one kind of going off that way, and the other one is going to go off the other way. I'll peel that off, there we go. And this one is going to kind of go this way a little bit, like that. And then we're going to put adhesive dots on the back of the daffodils, like that. And I'm going to put them on the bottom of the stems here. They're going to overlap, but that's okay. I'll show you how to fix that. So when we peel the backing off this one, you'll be able to see that the adhesive sticks out over the edge. So we're just going to roll it back over onto itself like that. And that solves the problem. That's the nice thing about the adhesive dots, is you can kind of manipulate their shape a little bit. So I'm just going to pop that one like that. And we'll peel this one off. Like this. And again, just kind of manipulate the shape of that adhesive dot. And it's going to pop in like that, just that little bit higher up, so we can fill the space. And then I need to decide if I'm going to dimensionalize the banner. I don't know that I really need to call any attention to the banner, so I'm just going to flat mount it. And I'd love your ideas on how to kind of use the banner a little bit differently. I like it, but it's the only piece of the berry burst that's on the card. Otherwise it's very monochromatic, and we do have the daffodils here in the yellow, in the Daffodil Delight. So let's just stick that one down like that. And without using dimensionals, because this is a second layer, it does already have just that little bit of dimension to it. So we're just going to lay that down like that. I'm thinking maybe just putting some bling across here just to kind of bring some attention to it. So let's try that. Let's see, let's use the bling from the kit and just put some, these are just finicky. Okay, you know what? We'll use tweezers. If the first tool doesn't work, use the second tool. There we go. Just pop that down like that. And like that. So there we've got a bit of bling on there just under the flowers to kind of bring attention to them. I really quite like this effect here, and you could even make it deeper by cutting 2 or 3 of these and just stacking them on top of each other. And that way, because if you use a dimensional, you'll be able to see the green underneath. But if you did 3 or 4 layers on there, it would really make them stand out. Anyway, that is another alternate card using elements from the Sweet Springtime Paper Pumpkin Kit for February 2024. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more alternates.